In this example, we are going to be using the trig ratios we've learned to find the missing angle in a triangle. So this is something we haven't looked at before. We've looked at finding missing side lengths with Pythagorean theorem, but in this case, we're actually looking for the angle itself. And not with the protractor, but with our formulas, our SO, CA, and TOA formulas. So I'm going to start off, same thing as before. I'm going to label the different elements of the triangle. So I'm going to start off by labeling the hypotenuse. This is our reference angle. So the one that you're trying to find is your reference angle. That's where you are. So opposite of the reference angle is this side length over here. And adjacent, so beside the reference angle, or you could even think of it as the one that's left over, is this one here. In this case, I have hypotenuse and I have opposite, O and H. So I'm going to look at my different formulas and see which one includes the opposite side and the hypotenuse. Not this one, not this one, it's this one. So opposite and hypotenuse are in this formula, so that's the one I'm going to use. And I'm going to write out the formula because it's going to help you remember it. So I'm going to say, so sine A is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And then I'm going to substitute. So I don't know my angle. I'm using the variable s over here. So I'm going to say sine s is equal to, the opposite side is 4 and the hypotenuse is 10. And now this looks very similar to some of the questions that you saw earlier. I'm going to simplify this and I'm going to say sine s is equal to 4 divided by 10 is 0.4. And when we were solving these kinds of questions earlier, we were using those new buttons on our calculators and the inverse of sine. So the inverse of sine is sine negative 1, 0.4. So that's the opposite operation. I'm trying to isolate s. So the opposite of sine on this side is sine inverse on the other side. And I'm going to put that into my calculator. Again, I'm making sure that my calculator is in degree mode. If it's not, you're going to have to change the mode. And I'm going to write, so in this calculator, it uses the shift button. Some calculators are going to use the second function or second F button. And then I'm going to hit sine. So it'll give me this, sine negative 1, 0.4. And that gives me, I'm going to round to 1 decimal, 23.6 degrees. So I'm going to say S equals 23.6 degrees. My unit is degrees. And that's it.